Here's how we can create those crazy trail effects that you see in music videos or commercials. Let's dive into Adobe After Effects. I'm going to create a new composition here, and I'll be using some royalty-free footage from pexels.com. The easy way to do this is to select your layer and click Ctrl D to duplicate it. You want to grab that duplication and just drag it over so that it's offset by 1 frame. Go ahead and repeat that step where you duplicate the layer, move it over 1 frame. Repeat that step for the amount of trails that you want, and then select all of your duplications and change the blending mode. This is essentially the same as the echo effect, but doing it this way gives you more control over the individual layers. For example, you get more blending mode options when you do it this way, and you're able to stack other effects or even control the timing of the trails with something like a posterized time effect to change the frame rate. So now on to the more advanced method. I'm going to use a new shot here, and I'm going to create a new composition. So we're starting from scratch, and we're going to start off by isolating every part of this video to create some crazy looking trails. We can do that easily by rotoscoping our footage. So double click on the footage until you're in the layer. Go ahead and grab your roto brush tool and use the green brush or the red brush to get this purple outline around your subject. You want to click page down to move frame by frame just to make sure that that purple outline is going around your subject for as long as you want. Once you're ready, go ahead and click that freeze button and let After Effects do the masking for you. So once that's done, let's go back to our composition here. You want to select that layer and click Ctrl D and just remove the roto brush tool off of that duplication so that we have our background back in our scene. I'm going to move along the timeline, and once I find a spot that I'd like to freeze, I'm going to click Ctrl Shift D and just cut out 1 frame out of that layer. Go ahead and repeat this step for all of these spots in the video that you'd like frozen into a trail. Now I'm going to select each of those frames we want frozen, and I'm going to pre-compose the clips and move all attributes into the new composition. This essentially applies our roto effect, which will allow us to now go in and freeze frame the layer. So again, to do that, right click on the layer, go to time and freeze frame. And there we go. Drag out the duration of those freeze frame clips and they will stick in place and create this awesome trail effect. You can play around with the layer structure to get the trails behind your subject, which is our original rotoed layer here. You want to think of this layer structure like a sandwich. From here, you can also apply effects or subtle changes to each layer to create your own unique trails. I'm going to add a black and white effect onto the background so our trails will pop out more. And then I'll add a little transform effect so that our trails will sort of swivel out into view. I'll duplicate that transform effect and just paste it onto the other freeze frames. Make sure you enable motion blur if you're doing this for a more realistic transformation. I'm also going to click P on each of those freeze frame layers, and I'm going to alt click the position value. I'm going to type in this wiggle expression here just to add some subtle little movements to the trails. And there we go. Feel free to customize this, combining in any effects as you'd like. If you want some awesome presets that mix great with this method, check out the Psychedelic Master Pack on my website. It includes a ton of drag and drop presets that work really well with this sort of sandwich layer setup. If you guys enjoy, slap a like, subscribe to this channel, subscribe to my main channel for more content, and I'll see you guys in the next one.